Alex Ovechkin declined the Washington Capitals' request to remove Vladimir Putin from profile photo, deactivate Instagram account, citing fear for family's safety. This is from Nova Caps fans. I don't know if this is a rumor. Over the past few weeks, Washington Capitals captain Alex Ovechkin has received significant backlash. Shout out to Bobby for the super chat, by the way. He's also asking about your Bronco, Will. Significant backlash in the wake of his native Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Well, we've seen this. He spoke on it. There's no doubt that he has a relationship with Putin, or at least he's been photographed with him. And also, I believe his family is in Russia, and he has been concerned for their safety. According to ESPN's Emily Kaplan, the Capitals asked Ovechkin to remove the photo from his Instagram profile and or deactivate his Instagram account. However, he declined each time, citing fear for his family's safety if he were to do so. Wow. Yeah, it's not as, it's tough. Let's put it that way. It's very tough for a guy like him with the connections he has and the lack of information we have about how tied up with the whole thing he might be. Well, I mean, I couldn't help but think when this stuff started happening about the Russian athletes who are in the NHL. There's quite a few of them, and their sort of distributed existence, their passports and ability to travel, ability to work, all this, the complexities around sanctions and whatever investments they might have. Like, can you imagine? Quick sidetrack. We have a super chat from Ryan. He says, I'm 24, but my next iPhone will be the SE. I wasn't allowed to have a smartphone when the 6 came out, and I love the design. Nostalgia. Even a 24-year-old can be nostalgic, wanting the classic design. It's almost like sneakers at this point. The iPhone SE just becomes the Jordan 1. You just want to have the old school look.
Yeah.
It's funny. Is technology so ubiquitous now that we start to reach for the old designs? Like when Motorola did their folding OLED display, but it felt like an old flip phone.
Was that the retro future?
I don't know. I'm just talking right now. These are just ideas. Ovechkin's wife, Nastya Ovechkina. Oh, wow. There's an A on the end. And sons, Sergei and Ilya, as well as his parents, are currently in Russia. Ovechkin's past endorsement of and relationship with Putin and his high-profile status in Russia have led to a challenging few weeks for the Capitals' franchise player. Oh, man.
And he's not saying much, is he?
Crap. He said he said no more war, please. I don't know. He does strike me as someone who he may know something we don't know. He may know something we don't know.
Because he seems very stoic.
Guarded.
Yes.
Guarded. He may know something.
Just very, very careful.
Listen, leave a little space for the unknown. As an outsider.
I agree.
As an outsider who's observing what's going on, leave a little space for the unknown. Assume that maybe we don't know absolutely everything. When your judgment changes, you can create a little bit more leeway, and you might look at things a little bit differently. You might expose yourself to information through that viewpoint that otherwise wouldn't have been available to you. Just because you took a slightly different approach and you weren't immediately assuming that you knew everything about a particular situation and why a person might not be completely transparent about it. So I guess the tough part is, in the meantime, if you are a fan of Ovechkin, then you have to look at his Instagram account with the profile photo. Oh, wait. Did he change his? No.
No, this is a
different account. Let's just verify that he hasn't changed it. Let's just so we are 100% accurate on that component, on that portion. Oh, God. It's one of those moments where you're like, he could have changed it at any point prior to this conflict, and it wouldn't have been a big deal. But now that the conflict took off, if he were to change it now, it would be news in Russia. Big news in Russia. He's one of the most prominent international figures in Russia.
Right.
If he changes it now, it's going to be news in Russia.
So This is the official account.
That's the official account. Yeah, it's still there.
1.6 million followers.
It's still there.
It's him with Putin.
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.